going to talk about another popular item, our AAA Black Angus prime ribs. Beautiful local beef. We present them roughly in 7-pound roasts, and that seems to work for a lot of families. Our particular prime rib is completely boneless. And I'm just going to show you, in essence, a little bit of how I like to prep the prime rib. So, the prime rib is completely natural. We're going to season it with a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. Not a great deal. My wife always complains that if you put too much Worcestershire sauce in, you're going to affect the au jus or the gravy. And she's right. I have a tendency to do a little bit too much of everything. Other than that, we're going to just pepper to taste. I've got some nice pink Himalaya salt here that I'm going to use for flavoring. A little bit of parsley and some steak spice. And when you're buying your steak spice, make sure that it's MSG free. This and everything we do here at Kent Heritage Farms is chemically free. The last thing we're going to want to do here is put a little bit of garlic on it. Always nice to have a garlic crusher. And I prefer the garlic that you crush versus the bottled garlic. It just seems a little bit nicer and fresher. And there we go. A prime rib is ready to go into the oven. So here we go. We've panned up that great prime rib that we just prepped. And I'm adding some all-natural beef stock to the prime rib, so that we're going to help the gravy along, or the au jus, if you will. So this is going to go in the oven approximately for 2 hours, 2¼ hours at 340 degrees. Every oven is different. You know, if I was to go around and calibrate all your ovens, they could be out as much as 25 degrees. Not a bad idea to go and buy a thermometer for your oven to calibrate your own oven and see exactly where you're at. You may have to raise the temperature a little bit, or it might be a little bit hotter and you might have to lower the temperature. So we're going to put this in the preheated oven for about 2¼ hours, and the real test is that we're going to pull this out and test it. And we want to use a meat thermometer, and we want to see 120 degrees in the middle, about 120 degrees in the middle. Okay, we've got a great prime rib. Earlier you saw us put together the Yorkshire pudding, and I got to tell you, there's no greater marriage than Yorkshire pudding and prime rib. Now, here's the prime rib you're going to serve your family. And from this au jus, you know, we started off with some beef stock, got the great flavor out of the prime rib to create the au jus. You got a choice. You can just leave this as au jus, or you can make it into a gravy. Now, obviously, you know, the bigger the prime rib, the more different cuts you're going to get. But off the end, you're going to get well done. And out of the middle, look at that. Isn't that a perfect pink? You're getting a perfect pink. That is just perfection for medium rare. You wouldn't want it any more, and you wouldn't want it any less, but that is absolute perfection. And so many people love that medium rare. And then, of course, we have people that love well done. Okay, and we're still retaining some pink there. And if you've got those really fussy people that only believe that beef should be eaten when the smoke alarm goes off, then you're going to take some of these end cuts, and all you have to do is put them in a pan, put them back in the oven for maybe 10 minutes, and they're going to be that nice gray texture that I suppose well done is. You can see I'm a bit biased because I'm a medium rare kind of guy. But, oh my goodness, if you let this roast chill, then you're going to have great slices for a prime rib on a bun. Let's say you want to make it real simple. You're having the family over and you just want to do hand food. You know, don't discount the fact that you can carve a nice piece, put it on a bun, and some Dijon mustard or some mustard grain or honey garlic mustard, whatever, you know, the person's preference is. Oh my God, on a nice, fresh, crusty bun, Bob's your uncle. The only other tip I'm going to give you is that when you pull the prime rib out of the oven, let it sit for about a half hour. If you tent it, you know, cover it with foil, let it sit for about a half hour, then it's not going to bleed out. You know, you always think they use this term bleed out. So you're going to get more juices coming out of it. And if you let it sit for about a half hour, that's great. That's my tips on prime rib. And if you're thinking about it, don't hesitate to marry it up with some Yorkshire pudding, some mashed potatoes or roast potatoes, or make it easy, throw it on a bun. All of this just to give you a little more knowledge about how you can make your life better and easier buying our exceptional product.